Hi, I'm AC Strange, and this is the Bad Movie Show, episode 31, The Drug Movie Show. Now, where pothead movies are goofy, funny, silly, and kind of weird, drug movies are dark, twisted, bizarre, kind of sad, and at times kind of scary. I myself have a questionable past that these movies make me very glad that I survived it. So let's get started, okay? First up, I have Junkie, 2013, unrated, from Indie Can Entertainment. Written by Adam Mason and Simon Boyez, directed by Adam Mason, starring Robert Lasardo and Daniel Lewis Rivas and Andrew Howard. Now, this is about two brothers, Danny and Nicky, and they're both junkies. Danny wants to quit, but Nicky does not. He wants a hit, and he begs Danny to call a drug dealer. So they call Otto, this nosy, very chatty dude, and he comes over, and things get real crazy when Otto goes to rape Danny. And then Nicky kills him. Now Nicky coaxes Danny into bleeding Otto out, and they cook his blood and shoot it. The primo deluxe shit. Now, very early on, we find out that Danny's the only one that could see Nicky, but that doesn't stop them from fighting or from Nicky killing Otto. But things get even crazier when Otto gets up and walks around the house. Danny's crazy, horny father comes over with his hooker wife, and things even get crazier than that when he goes down to the basement and finds Otto and Charles Manson playing Russian roulette. Now this is dark, bizarre, twisted, and Robert Lasardo as Nicky puts his foot all over it, man. All over it. This movie makes me very, very proud to be a Robert Lasardo fan. He is the man in this. But this is, like I said, dark, twisted, bizarre, and a little confusing. But at the end you go, oh, okay, it all makes sense. And this is a little poetic. I'm going to give this a 3.5 and a see it. And you go, boy, to fucking Robert Lasardo, man. You go. I'm very proud of him for that, man. He just does his thing and makes me very proud to be a fan. And I'm very happy to find the movie that he started, show it to you. Now, you go watch it. You become a Robert Lasardo fan. You go. Next up, we have Spun, rated R, 2002, New Market Films. Screenplay by Creighton Vero and William De Los Santos. I'm sorry if I get your name wrong. I suck with names. I do try, though. Directed by Jonas Ackerland, starring Jason Schwartzman, John Leguizamo, Mena Silvari, Mickey Rourke, and Britttany Murphy, who I love and miss very much. So, this we meet Ross, and he goes to buy crystal meth from Spider Mike, and Spider Mike lost it, and there he meets Nicky, a tweaked out stripper, who takes her with him home to meet the cook, who is exactly that. He cooks meth in a small motel room. The cook hires Ross to be his personal driver. Now Ross is completely out of his mind. He goes to a strip club, brings home a stripper, then they have all kinds of crazy sex, and then ties her to a bed and leaves for like a day or so while he's driving the cook around. And, you know, there's these cops on a show called Busted, and they end up at Spider Mike's, which cause all kinds of trouble for the cook and Ross. So this is not a cautionary tale. And you got to be careful because you might go off watching this movie. It's very twitchy and weird and just a little, I would have to say, even though I think this is a good movie, it's probably the most annoying movie I've ever seen. There's a lot of eye twitching, a lot of fast camera movements. We get a lot of bad, ugly teeth and pimples. We have Mena Silvari, who I think is one of the most beautiful women in film, and she's just ugly and skanky in this. It's nasty. You get to see everybody's teeth and pimples and up close. It's kind of gross, but cool. I'm going to give this a 3 and a see it. I watched that movie, I got a weird taste in my mouth and my fingertips started to sweat, so that's kind of a hard movie for me to watch. But entertaining, and Britttany Murphy's always adorable, so I'll watch it for her. Last but certainly not least, we have Party Monster, rated R 2003, strand releasing in World of Wonder Productions, written and directed by Fenton Bailey and Robert Barbado, but this is based on Bloodbath Disco by James St. James, who's my favorite club kid from back then. And this is starring Macaulay Culkin, Seth Green, Wilson Cruz, Dylan McDermott, and has a special appearance from Marilyn Manson. Now, first off, I'll wait. So this is a story about James St. James tells his story about Michael Alec and how they met and how he taught him how to be fabulous and teach him how to throw parties, and Michael Alec becomes the king of all nightlife, starting with Limelight, and makes it the more world famous club, and just, you know, crazy. After hooking up with superstar DJ Kioki and breaking up with him, or yeah, that relationship breaking up, he gets really into drugs, like gets out of control on cocaine, heroin, Special K, basically whatever's available, and takes everyone down with him, which leads to the murder and dismemberment of his friend and drug dealer Angel. This is dark, bizarre, twisted, and scary. Okay, I have to say a few things. I used to work at Limelight at this time, so I know about this story personally, and was a big deal with me and mine. But I'm just gonna review the movie. Now with that, I love Seth Green. I've had a crush on him since I was 8 years old, and to see him play James St. James, my favorite club kid, in the 90s in Limelight, dressed up as a steak, makes me love him even more. For the most part, this movie is entertaining and at times kind of funny, but very dark, disturbing, and very sad to know that this is a true story. It was national news. Big deal. So for the most part, the movie gets 3.5 at a bias. But I had to review it. Seth Green, dressed as a steak. He's everything. I love him. So yeah, but I'm gonna give it a 3.5 and a bias. So that's it for me tonight. What do you think about tonight's show? Do you have any drug movies you think I should review? I know there's lots and lots. Anyway, please watch more movies. I'm AC Strange, and this is the Bad Movie Show. Thank you. Good night.